Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really foundational piece of AI plumbing called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP for short. It's a new standard that's tackling one of the biggest problems holding AI back from what it could really do.
All right, so to really get this, we've got to start with a core problem, a huge headache that pretty much every company runs into when they try to use AI for real. Picture this. You hire the most brilliant assistant on the planet. They can reason, they can write, they can analyze anything, but they're locked in an empty room. They can't access your email, your calendar, your company's sales data, nothing. How useful would they actually be? Well, that's pretty much the state of play for even the most powerful AI models today. They're these brilliant minds, but they're effectively trapped. They have all this incredible general knowledge from the internet, but they have zero access to the specific, live, actionable world of your business. So, how do you get them out of that room? What's the key? Well, that brings us right to the big idea behind the Model Context Protocol. At its heart, MCP is a universal standard, a common language that lets AI applications connect to all that outside data and, just as importantly, to external tools. See, it's not just about getting information in, it's about letting the AI take action out in the world. Remember that tangled mess of cables we all used to have? A different one for every single phone, camera, and gadget? It was a nightmare. Then USB-C came along and just fixed it. One port, one standard that connects everything. That's exactly what MCP is trying to be for the world of AI. Okay, so a universal standard sounds great in theory, but what does that actually mean for the people building this stuff? Well, let's dig into the massive integration puzzle that it solves. This right here, this gets to the absolute core of the problem. Without a standard, if you have N different AI models and M different data sources or tools, you have to build a custom connection for every single pair. That's N times M connections. It's a mess that grows exponentially. So MCP completely flips that equation on its head. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every single time. You connect each model to the MCP standard once. You connect each data source to the standard once. And that's it. You've just gone from a nightmarish web of N times M integrations to a simple, clean, scalable N plus M model. Okay, so moving from that complex formula to a simple one is great for developers. But what does that actually mean for the business? What's the bottom line impact? Well, it's pretty staggering, actually. First off, by creating this one standard way of connecting things, MCP can slash the complexity of AI integration by a whopping 85%. Just think about that for a second. An integration project that would have tied up a team of engineers for 6 months can now potentially be done in just a few weeks. That's a game changer. And when your engineers aren't spending all their time just building and maintaining that digital plumbing, what do? They get to innovate. We're talking about giving them 60% more time to work on the high-value stuff, the new features and ideas that actually push the business forward. Now, this isn't just about speed, it's about security too. When every connection is a custom one-off job, you create a security minefield with tons of potential weak spots. By centralizing all this through a single protocol, you can standardize your security controls and see something like a 40% drop in security incidents. That is huge. And finally, it's about being future-proof. In the old world, when one of your tools updates its API, it could break dozens of other integrations. It's incredibly brittle. With a modular approach like MCP, you just update that one connection one time. This makes businesses over 5 times faster at adapting to the constant change in tech. Now, right about now, some of you might be thinking, hold on, I've heard about something called RAG. Doesn't that also connect AI to data? And that is a fantastic question, because the distinction between the two is absolutely critical to understand. While they both work to make AI way smarter, they serve totally different purposes. The simplest way to think about it is this. RAG is all about knowing, while MCP is all about doing. So let's break that down. RAG, that stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation, is passive. It goes out, fetches relevant information from a knowledge base, and uses that info to give a more accurate, fact-based response. It's like giving the AI an open book test. MCP, on the other hand, is active. It's not just reading the book, it gives the AI the ability to use tools, to actually book travel, or update a CRM, or pull live stock data. It's about taking action. So the big takeaway here is that these two are not competing against each other. They're partners. The most powerful AI systems will use them together.
An AI agent might use RAG to find the best flight options according to company policy, and then use MCP to actually go and book that flight. Knowledge meets action.
And this all brings us to the bigger picture. A protocol like MCP is so much more than just a tool for developers. It's really about enabling the next great leap for what AI can be. This quote from the founder just nails it. It's about transforming AI from this kind of genius in a box into an active, helpful member of the team, one that can actually do things for you. By creating a universal standard for action, protocols like MCP are laying the foundation for a future where AI isn't just a thing you ask questions to, but a true partner in getting work done. So the real question it leaves us with is, what will you build when your AI finally has hands and feet?